Hi there, welcome to your Wellness Wednesday. You're here with Chelsea Marie from chelseamariecoaching.com. Thank you so much for being here on the live with me. I always appreciate your comments and everything that you guys bring to the table. And even if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for stopping by and for being here too. So today, there's one specific ingredient that I want to share with you guys. This one ingredient does so much for your body. It does an amazing job with lowering cholesterol. It does a great job with balancing your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels. It also helps to fight off viruses, candida, yeast. It's amazing for digestion. In fact, it probably is one of the best things I have ever taken myself for digestion, and also recommended to family, friends, and clients. This one ingredient is actually one of top 10 supplements sold across the country, specifically used for weight loss. And it also does an amazing job for energy. This one ingredient that you probably already have in your kitchen is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has actually been used for well over 2,000 years. One of the main reasons it was used for was specifically for digestion. So the difference between apple cider vinegar and apple cider is that the actual apple cider vinegar has been fermented for a period of time. So all the sugars that were in it were then turned into enzymes and good bacteria known as probiotics. So the reason why it works so well and it's so different from so many other supplements that you can use for digestion is because it's high in what's called acetic acid. Now, what happens is, it's over time, the pH in our stomach, it starts to get thrown off track. So the pH in our stomach is typically at around a 2 on the pH scale. So if you remember back in high school when you were learning all about acidity and alkalinity, they will have taught you that there's a scale from 1 to 15, and 1 is most acidic, 15 being most alkaline. So the pH of your blood is typically around 7.325. The pH of your saliva, your urine, and your stomach acid, they're all going to vary. So what happens is over time, the stomach acid pH becomes too alkaline. So it's not acidic enough to break down and to liquefy the foods that you're eating so your body can absorb them through the intestinal tract and then throw them into the bloodstream. And the two main causes for this is one, diet. Alcohol, sugar, caffeine, processed foods, all of these things really start to throw off the pH of your stomach. And then on top of that, stress plays a huge role. Excess amounts of cortisol released by the adrenal glands really has a huge effect on your digestion. It has an effect on the bile produced by your gallbladder, and it also has an effect on the pH of your stomach. So with stress and alcohol, sugar, all those things coming into our body, it really throws off our body's pH in our stomach and doesn't allow us to properly liquefy our nutrients. Our body only absorbs nutrients in a liquid form. Once we start, putting foods in our mouth, our saliva tells our body immediately what enzymes our body needs to break down these foods and to absorb them. The chewing alone starts to break them down, but then once they get tossed into our stomach, it's so acidic normally that it just liquefies it. And then from there, it's thrown into our small intestinal tract. And then from there, it gets absorbed into our bloodstream. So what's happening is the stomach acid isn't acidic enough from all these foods and all these stressors. So by taking the apple cider vinegar, the apple cider vinegar is about a pH of a 2. So it's very, very, very close to the pH of our stomach, our natural stomach acids. So by drinking it before your meals, it's going to help you to immensely break down your foods and to absorb your nutrients. The main reason why so many of us or so many people are suffering with, muscle cramps, are, having problems with calcium built up around their body, getting gallstones, just stones overall on their body. If you have cataracts in your eye, that's simply just, calcium buildup in your eye. If you have eye twitches, that is typically from too much calcium being floating around in your bloodstream as well. So alone, just drinking apple cider vinegar will help your body to break down all these minerals and will help your body to effectively transport them where your body needs them instead of them building up in your body, hardening your arteries, creating gallstones and all these other issues and inflammations around your joints, causing arthritis and all other types of aches and pains. So, and on top of that, it also actually does an amazing job with breaking down proteins. So if you're eating a diet high in protein and you're finding that your body is starting to get issues, inflammation, chances are your stomach acid isn't high enough to break down those proteins. So incorporating some apple cider vinegar on top of that will incredibly help you to break down those foods. So the two reasons why we gain weight is because A, we're having problems with our insulin levels, and we're also we're having a hard time digesting our foods. So the apple cider vinegar alone is going to do an amazing job, as I mentioned, with breaking down and helping your body to absorb your nutrients. It's going to cleanse out your entire intestinal tract. It helps your lymphatic system and your liver to also cleanse and to detoxify. And it actually also helps to balance your blood sugar level. So it hits the two main areas that cause weight gain. And to top it off, it actually stimulates a specific enzyme that causes your body to go into fat burning mode as well. So it's going to be one of the top things that you can do to really effectively help you with weight loss. There have been so many medical studies done that show that by doing nothing to your diet, not changing a thing, just by incorporating 1 to 2 tablespoons a day of apple cider vinegar diluted in water before your meals will help your body to burn more fat and to lose weight effectively for a longer period of time. And to top it off, one of the main reasons why we're so fatigued is because of our low stomach acid. Without being able to break down your nutrients and to absorb your nutrients, your body becomes deprived of all these nutrients. So you're going to notice a huge difference, not only with weight loss, but with energy. You're going to feel so much better, have less aches and pains, and overall, it's also going to help your hair, skin, your nails. So definitely give it a go if you haven't already tried this. You can find apple cider vinegar in a bottle. My favorite brand is Bragg's. You want to find something that hasn't been heated, so something that's been unpasteurized. Typically, it'll say raw right on the bottle, and it's also going to contain the mother. The reason why you want the mother is because the mother itself provides, it's kind of like the SCOBY if you've ever had kombucha. It provides a really good dose of probiotics. So to top it off from all of those things I just mentioned, it's actually going to help your body to kill off bad bacteria like candida and yeast. Plus it helps to kill off viruses as well. But it's also going to feed the good bacteria in your body. It's going to give your good bacteria the environment it needs to flourish. And it also adds and dumps a whole load of good probiotics into your system as well. So as I mentioned, Bragg's has a great brand. It's probably your top selling brand, I would say, definitely across the country. If you do any YouTube video, if you watch any YouTube video on apple cider vinegar, Bragg's will be the first brand to pop up. So as I mentioned, it's raw and it also contains the mother. Oh, hi, Courtney. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, I'm so glad that you like this information. So as I was mentioning, with the apple cider vinegar, you're going to want to do around 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. So you can do 1 tablespoon diluted in some warm water. You can have it first thing in the morning. It really just kickstarts your digestion. It really just gets everything moving in your system and gets your body going. So you can do that before your meal, and then you can also have it before your dinner, or you can just have, 2 teaspoons before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to do pretty much the same job that any digestive enzyme is going to do. So instead of, spending money on digestive enzymes, get some apple cider vinegar. Just have, a couple teaspoons. And if you don't want to drink it, if you can't stand the smell or the taste, I hear you. I've heard that from so many different people. They do sell it in pill form in the weight loss section. That's usually where you'll find it depending on where you go. So if you live in Kelowna, stop by Nature's Fair. They have an amazing staff. They'll be so happy to show you where to find it, and they'll even give you more information if you're looking for that. But yeah, so it'll tell you on the bottle how many to take. Just look at the bottles because sometimes they contain a lot more than apple cider vinegar. They might have things that you might not necessarily need. So just read the label and check that out. And then, yeah, just go from there. And then of course, if you have any health issues, if you are a diabetic, if you are on medication for blood pressure lowering, if you are, taking medication for cholesterol, or if you have really, really, really low levels of potassium, if you are on any of these medications, definitely double check with your doctor. Or if you have anything else that I have not mentioned, I'm not a doctor. I don't know all the different interactions that it might have with your medication, but I do know that it does naturally lower blood pressure, and it also does naturally help to balance blood sugar level. So if you're already taking things and medication to do these things, you might not want to incorporate it on top of that. But on the plus side, if you talk to your doctor, they might say, lower your medication, you can start replacing it with the apple cider vinegar. Plus, it's going to boost up your immune system. And like I said, you're going to be absorbing all of your nutrients. You're going to notice a huge difference with your hair and your skin and your nails. Plus, you'll have energy and you're going to feel amazing. So anyways, that is it for today. I hope you guys have found this to be of benefit to you. Give it a shot. I know that, having a busy schedule sometimes is not only hard to incorporate, good foods, but you also find yourself eating so fast all the time. That right there makes it hard on our body to digest and to absorb and break down our foods. Plus, if you have a busy schedule, if you're running a business or a household, that's a stressful job. So as I mentioned, this one ingredient will help in both those areas. Anyways, you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I'm going to hop on over now into the private Heartcore Living group. So if you're not already a part of it, definitely click the link above and join. It's never too late. So I'm going to hop on over there and do another live, and I will see you then. Bye.